Hey guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. My name is Tony and I have bullish news to share with you. I hope you're holding strong in this new asset class that is cryptocurrencies. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also smash the like button. Guys, we got a report here. 3 countries have told the IMF that they want to issue Bitcoin bonds. This is huge. And I want you to think about this because you may have heard about government bonds in the past. Even the US government has done it, even local governments, where they're looking to raise money and folks essentially give the government a loan, so to speak, and the government pays an interest. And the specific countries are Afghanistan, Tunisia, and Uzbekistan. So let me give you the details. Asia Times originally reported the trend April 17th, referencing recent statements at the week's World Bank and International Monetary Fund (IMF) spring meetings held in Washington, D.C. Afghanistan, Tunisia, Uzbekistan are currently mulling the possibility of a Bitcoin bond, all 3 interested in the instrument's potential to help out critical sectors of the economy. For Afghanistan, the bond could be tied to metals, specifically the country's $3 trillion lithium industry. Despite being set for expansion due to the shortage of lithium, Afghanistan remains stifled when it comes to borrowing due to international restrictions. Guys, it's going to start with Bitcoin and then it's going to go down the list, but this would be a huge use case for crypto. If you know anything about government bonds, this is big. And just recently, if you've been subscribed to this channel, I reported on BitMEX, the crypto derivatives platform, that is looking to do Bitcoin bonds. We heard from the CEO. So this is like a new use case that's popping up for crypto. And guys, if this starts rolling out and it starts with, let's say, these 3 countries, imagine what's going to happen when these neighboring countries learn about, oh, we can do that to raise funds. Big time, because crypto is global. So this would be a huge thing for crypto. Now, I don't know how the other governments like the US and so forth are going to react to this, because there's some international restrictions and things going on with these type of countries, but I don't think the US or anyone can stop this. But this would be very big for crypto. Imagine Venezuela, Argentina, or even North Korea. And I'm not saying I'm in favor of those countries. I'm just giving examples. But even so, maybe it's some other smaller countries that don't have any issues. They're not causing any problems or anything like that. If they were to issue this against crypto, starting with Bitcoin, man, that $1 million Bitcoin price doesn't seem outlandish anymore. I think Bitcoin will hit that price one day, years from now. I'm not saying like in the next bull run or anything. I'm talking about years from now. But with this type of utility and use case, man, I hope you guys see the possibilities here. This is big. Now, moving ahead, we have news that crypto platform Bakkt may seek a New York BIT license. So as you know, in New York, it's ridiculous. You got to have a BIT license to operate. Every crypto exchange has to get it. And I personally thought Bakkt would have this already, or they would already have their foot in the door, because they are powered by the Intercontinental Exchange. They're owned by the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. But apparently they're considering acquiring a BIT license to launch their Bitcoin futures. So this may be a way to bypass the CFTC. So Bakkt has seen resistance from the US CFTC to approve its Bitcoin futures because its intentions to custody users' assets. Bloomberg quotes anonymous sources familiar with the situation, stating that to ease the concerns of the regulator, the company is considering acquiring a license from the New York financial regulators, which is very interesting. I would have thought, I should say, that they would have gotten this already, but they should get it. They should get another, license that they can show to the CFTC. So this is some interesting news here. And we know recently they also hired a former engineering executive who worked at PayPal and Google. So they are making progress, but I'm actually, like I said, surprised they don't have this license already. So they better get on the ball with this. But Bakkt, once it goes live, it's going to be big with its partnership with Starbucks. Moving ahead, Mike Novogratz. the Wall Street billionaire. As many of you know, very bullish on crypto. He owns Galaxy Investment Partners, and here's an article that's talking about he's more bullish on he's getting more and more bullish on crypto and Bitcoin. So he was interviewed, and he says, "I am more and more bullish Bitcoin and the whole space." He said, despite the Bitcoin price being down 74%. Now, this is a guy who's a Wall Street veteran, billionaire, so he knows about market cycles. So he's not fazed by, oh my gosh, the price went down. Yeah, there's bear and bull markets, right? And I don't want to go through everything here, but just wanted to make sure that you guys know or hear the statements from him, because he's a big influencer in the crypto market. He's done price predictions. You guys have seen that song with him and versus Tone Bays. And he's a really cool guy. And I think you guys probably seen him on CNBC, Fast Money, and so forth. But he is getting more and more bullish. And I share the same sentiment. The things that we are seeing, the adoption, the building out of the infrastructure by both the big money and governments, shows where we're headed, guys. Moving ahead here, OKCoin exchange invests in crypto custody firm Prime Trust. So crypto exchange OKCoin has invested an undisclosed amount in crypto custody provider Prime Trust. In a note sent to customers on Wednesday, Prime Trust CEO and Chief Trust Officer Scott Purcell said that the firm closed a nice funding round that was led by the California-based exchange. The investing and building and partnerships and acquisitions continue. And I always pose this question to you guys to think, because I want you to think outside the box, not just based on the price movements in the market, because markets move in cycles, but the people that are investing, do you think they're investing their millions to watch it dry up and die? And are they investing in a fad, or what people will call a Ponzi scheme or fake money? No, they recognize the disruptive technology, the disruption that's taking place. The same way the internet caused disruption, and many different platforms and software and hardware and different things were built that disrupted old processes. That is what's happening right now with crypto and blockchain. So big move here, and it looks like OKCoin is looking to get some crypto custody going, and with this acquisition. Now, moving ahead, John McAfee, as you guys know, very bullish on crypto, has made his predictions about crypto that he would eat his own what if the price doesn't, the prediction doesn't come through. But he said, tweeted this, "I protected the identity of Satoshi," talking about Satoshi Nakamoto. "It's time, though, that this be put to bed. Imposters claim to be him. We are spending time and energy in search of him. It's a waste. Every day I will narrow down the identity of Satoshi until he reveals himself or I reveal him." Now, I don't know if he's BSing, but I somewhat believe him. I think he knows something, but then again, it's like taking it with a grain of salt. I would say I 70% believe him and 30% disbelief if I were to break it down by percentages. But this is interesting. Could we see the identity of Satoshi? Would John McAfee do it? That would be very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. And by the way, people asked him, "Are you Satoshi?" And he said no. So he answered a lot of questions around it. So this is very interesting. I don't know if we want to know who Satoshi is, though, because depending on who that person is, it could cause people to lose confidence. That if it's some person who maybe has a shady background, or I'm not saying that that's a certainty, but what if it is, right? That could cause issues. It's better that we don't know, because at the end of the day, the movement of Bitcoin and crypto has already started, and it's already, I think, gone beyond, okay, who's Satoshi and whatever it is, right? Going from a white paper to actual tangible results. And I think it's best that we don't know. That's just me, but it's just because I look at it from both perspectives. Okay, if it's a great person, a good person, sure, great. If it's a bad person, what would that do to the crypto market, right? Just thinking from both perspectives. Now, shout out to Win. As you guys know, the founder of the XRP tip bot. Well, they made some, him and his team they made some additional updates here and progress. Right on time, our XRP payments app was just accepted by Google and Apple. You can get the app now from the Apple iOS or Google Play Store to start accepting XRP for payments in your physical store. Big update. Huge, guys. Huge. And here's the site. And you can log in using the XRP tip bot. Many of you use the XRP tip bot. I use it as well. But this is big. It's going to allow people to transact with XRP micropayments. And we see Coil is taking that to the next level with web monetization. And we see Cinnamon Video. And we know Scooter Braun is going to be monetizing artist content online with XRP. Big things are happening, and this is why XRP is a big part of my portfolio. It is my number one as far as percentage wise. Bitcoin is my number two, Ethereum my number three, and I have many others as well. So big things happening here on XRP, guys. And if you recall, I did an interview with the CEO of Belco BTM, which is the Bitcoin crypto ATM. And in that interview, the Elena, who's the CEO, mentioned that XRP and Tron are coming soon. Well, we just found out today that they have officially added XRP to the ATM, allowing folks to buy that. And these ATMs are popping up everywhere, and they're planning to expand to New York. So if you haven't seen that interview, be sure to check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Very good and insightful interview, guys. So I want you guys to hear and learn from the people that are investing and building in the market. Moving ahead, Coinbase generated $520 million in revenue last year. Reuters estimates. Now, this is big because one of the reasons why it's Bakkt and Fidelity and all these folks are coming in, because they saw how much money Binance and Coinbase made. They're like, we want a part of this. And that's why even Goldman Sachs saying, oh, we don't care. We never talked about a crypto trading desk. Smoke and mirrors. Because remember JP Morgan, what they did? They lied the whole way, say, yeah, we don't care for crypto. Bitcoin is trash. This is that. Then they launch their own crypto. I think the same thing is happening with Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs. These guys want money. They're motivated by money, profits, revenue, and so forth. So the fact that Coinbase is making this type of money, even in a bear market, that's a lot of money, right? And they made like $1 billion, I believe, if it wasn't, if I'm not mistaken, in 2017 when they had the bull run and so forth. So. A lot of money to be made. Finally here, Ledger and Nomura's crypto custody launch may be delayed to 2020. Ledger's partnership with Japanese bank Nomura is still in full swing, but launching the institutional grade custody solution for digital assets may take longer than expected, the crypto startup's president said. Speaking to CoinDesk, there is a fake rumor in the market that Nomura has ditched Ledger from the joint venture and is now considering other options with other tech companies. So that is not true. That is false rumors. So it looks like there is still on plan. You're still have a relationship. They're still working towards this, but there's a delay. So just want to let you guys know about that. But it goes back to all these different companies now getting in partnerships or making acquisitions or launching their own services for the crypto market, building out the infrastructure. Finally, guys, there is a change.org petition to pass the Token Taxonomy Act, and it's tagging all the respective senators and all the respective folks. So I did it, signed up. There's 515 who have signed. We need to get to 1,000. I know it's not. I don't know how, what type of influence this is going to have. We know the Token Taxonomy Act has been put before Congress, but anything helps, right? Low effort, high reward. If it takes a couple seconds just to put your name and email, why not? And, maybe we can get the attention of some of these congressmen and representatives and so forth. So I'll put a link in the description for you guys to check that out too. But like I said, take a minute or so and just sign up, and it doesn't cost you anything, doesn't hurt. And who knows, right? The more buzz and noise we can make, I think we can maybe help push this forward. So guys, what do you think about this news? I think this Bitcoin bonds news here is huge. This is not getting a lot of headlines here, but this is very big if you understand government bonds, how they work, and even the US does government bonds, right? So guys, what are your thoughts? Leave them below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, and thank you all for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.